Every year, the world loses hundreds of billions of dollars in productivity due to burnout, fatigue, and stress-related illness. According to the World Health Organization, burnout is now recognized as an occupational phenomenon, one that is costing companies, individuals, and entire economies in profound ways. But here's a truth we rarely hear. The most productive people in the world aren't the ones who grind non-stop. They're the ones who know when and how to rest. Because rest isn't the opposite of work. It's the fuel that makes great work possible. We live in a time where being busy is worn like a badge of honor. We glorify hustle, we celebrate the all-nighters, and we measure success in long hours and short weekends. But what if everything we've been told about productivity is missing a crucial piece? What if rest is not a reward for hard work, but a requirement for doing our best work? In this video, we're going to look at the science behind rest. We'll explore how it affects your brain, your body, and your output. We'll also explore how you can rest properly. So if you're excited, stick around and leave a quick like and subscribe to the channel. To understand why rest is so powerful, we have to look back at how our relationship with work and rest has evolved. In ancient civilizations like Greece and Rome, rest was integrated into daily life. The Greek word schola, which gave us the modern word school, originally meant leisure. In those societies, time to think, reflect, and recharge was considered essential to being human. But with the rise of the Industrial Revolution, things changed. The value of a person became increasingly linked to their output. The faster you could work, the more valuable you seemed. Rest became associated with laziness. Today, even in our modern knowledge economy, remnants of that thinking remain. We're told to work longer, answer emails faster, and never really log off. Yet ironically, the more we try to squeeze out every minute, the more we drain the very energy we need to perform. Science, however, tells a different story. Let's break down what rest really is and why it's biologically essential. Sleep, the foundation of cognitive health. Sleep isn't just about feeling rested, it's about recalibrating the brain. During deep sleep, your brain cleans itself using a system called the glymphatic system, flushing out toxins that build up during the day. Lack of sleep impairs this process, leading to memory issues, irritability, and even long-term neurological problems. A study published in the journal Sleep showed that after just 1 week of sleeping less than 6 hours per night, participants performed as poorly on attention and reaction tasks as those who hadn't slept in 2 full days. The takeaway? Sleep isn't a luxury, it's a neurological reboot. The default mode network, active rest for the mind. When you stop working and let your mind wander, say during a walk, a shower, or quiet moment, your brain switches into the default mode network, or DMN. This network is involved in memory processing, emotional regulation, and creative insight. Studies show that people who allow time for mind wandering are better at creative problem solving and long-term planning. So the next time your brain drifts off in a daydream, don't fight it. You might be solving something big without even realizing it. Mindfulness and recovery. Mindfulness isn't just a buzzword. It's a rest practice that changes your physiology. Regular meditation lowers cortisol levels, reduces inflammation, and strengthens the prefrontal cortex, improving attention and self-control. A 2012 study from psychoneuroendocrinology found that just 20 minutes of daily meditation reduced cortisol by up to 32%. When the body relaxes, the mind can reset. And in that reset, clarity returns. Movement is rest. Oddly enough, one of the most restorative things you can do isn't sitting still. It's gentle movement. Short walks, especially in nature, increase dopamine and serotonin, boost creativity, and help rewire mental patterns. A Stanford study showed that participants who walked even indoors were 60% more creative after their walks than those who remained seated. Active rest isn't a contradiction, it's a tool. We want to hear from you. How many times per day do you go for a walk? Let us know in the comments. Micro breaks and rhythms of the brain. Your brain runs on cycles called ultradian rhythms. 90-minute periods of high focus followed by 15 to 20 minutes of decreased energy. If you ignore this, you start pushing your brain into overdrive. Researchers from the Journal of Applied Psychology found that employees who took short breaks throughout the day had higher productivity, less stress, and fewer errors. Even 5 minutes of stretching or deep breathing can act as a neurological reset. If rest is so powerful, why don't we embrace it? Part of the answer lies in societal pressure. We're taught to equate being busy with being valuable. In many work cultures, taking a break is seen as weakness or a lack of ambition. Even self-employed individuals or entrepreneurs, those with full control of their time, often struggle with guilt when they take downtime. The result? Chronic fatigue disguised as motivation, and eventually, Burnout. In a survey by the American Institute of Stress, nearly 80% of workers reported feeling stressed on the job, and over 40% cited workload as the primary cause. But the real issue isn't too much work, it's too little recovery. The good news? Change is possible. Some forward-thinking companies have begun to prioritize rest. Microsoft Japan tested a 4-day workweek and saw productivity rise by 40%. Iceland ran a multi-year experiment reducing working hours and found that not only did performance stay high, employee well-being soared. On an individual level, people are starting to rethink their relationship with time. They're building rest into their routines, not as a backup plan, but as a productivity strategy. So how can you rest in a way that actually recharges you? Here are some practical science-backed methods you can begin today. 1. Honor your ultradian rhythms. Work in focused blocks of 90 minutes, then take a 10 to 15-minute break. Use this time to move, stretch, breathe, or just stare out a window. This rhythm syncs with your brain's natural performance peaks. 2. Build a wind-down routine. Set a nightly ritual. Dim the lights, disconnect from devices, and prepare your body for rest. Sleep quality improves dramatically with consistent pre-sleep habits. 3. Take restorative breaks. Instead of scrolling your phone, try a 10-minute walk, 5 minutes of deep breathing, listening to calm music, drinking water mindfully. These micro moments of pause create macro-level gains in focus. 4. Use the Sabbath hour rule. Once a week, set aside 1 full hour to do absolutely nothing that's productive. No emails, no goals, just exist. It sounds small, but this habit trains your nervous system to slow down and recalibrate. 5. Protect your mind space. Say no more often. Schedule buffer time. Take real lunch breaks. And above all, give yourself permission to pause. Rest is not a reward. It's a requirement. When we rest, we heal. When we pause, we grow. And when we build rest into our rhythm, not just at night, but throughout the day, we unlock a level of clarity, creativity, and resilience that endless hustle can never achieve. True productivity doesn't come from doing more. It comes from doing better. And to do better, we must rest better. If this video sparked something in you, don't let it fade. Start small. Schedule 1 10-minute rest break today. Try it. Protect it. Feel what happens. Then build from there. And if you want to go deeper, check out our other videos on neuroscience, mindfulness, and high-performance recovery. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with someone who might need the reminder. Rest is not a weakness. Rest is power.